Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So today I'm going to continue painting a bit. Not so long ago, I showed you how I was starting to do a self-portrait. And you might recall from the last time, I have a projector and I had taken a picture of myself and I used my projector to sort of help me lay out the framework for what I wanted to do for my self-portrait. I'm still not totally sold on how I want it to end up and if there's going to be other medium besides acrylic paint that's used in it, but I'm starting with the foundation of an acrylic self-portrait. What I add to it after that, I'm not sure yet, but that's where I'm starting at. So when I ended last time, it was the sketch. I did a small amount of work between now and when I turned the camera off last time. So let me show you where I'm at just to catch everybody up. So this is where we are at right now. And all that I've really done in this is I laid down the black outline. So, you know, I kind of outlined my eye, my eyebrow, some of the shadows in the hair. I'm still not sure how this is gonna turn out. This was just sort of like solid background in the picture. But this is where I'm at. So now what I would like to do today, I'd like to work on the hair, get those pinks that I love. I know my hair is like really faded right now, but it won't be faded in here. But yes, that is art. I have control over what I want it to look like. I'm gonna get the pinks and the blacks and the browns into my hair. Finish kind of like with the eye, finish my iris. And I think that's sort of the goal for today is get the iris done and start laying out where the colors are in the hair. So that's what I'm gonna work on. Join me while I paint. So I have my little plastic palette here. I have my Box O acrylic paint. So I'm gonna get all my colors set up right now. Got lots of color options here. I have one of these like multi-pack of brushes. So I usually pull out a few different size brushes to have handy. So like we'll pull out like a fine brush like that, like one of these. And then, ooh, yeah, we'll pull out like one of these. And we'll pull out like one of these. And then if I need more, I have more options, but that's just sort of like a good place to start. So I have those three brushes. So we put those in my little water cup. See, I'm getting all set up. So what am I gonna? I'm gonna use some brown. Put a little squish of brown. Whoop, go in there. Yeah. Then let's see, what's the next color I need? Maybe a deep red. Yeah, okay. Now you'll notice I don't really have pinks or fuchsias in this sort of mix. This is a deep magenta, so we're probably gonna, yep, that's probably gonna be as close as we can get to my hair color. You know, I will mix colors a little bit. Here's some white. So I'll put some white, I'll put it over here. I also need some black because, you know, when you have to come up with different shades, you need the blacks and the whites, right? That's how you get the darker and the lighter colors. So there we go with that. Then, let's see. Between these two, I could probably get my hair color. But I do need like a highlight color for my eyes. I think the burnt sienna, I think that will work. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these, and if I need more, I have options. So I have this dark brown here. This was like a deep red. This was the deep purple. This was like a burnt sienna, the black and the white. And that's what I'm working with today. So yeah, I am working on the floor. You know, apartment living, I only have so much space available to me, and I work with what I got, and counter space and tabletop space is at a premium, and it is all occupied at the moment. So this is clear, it's clean, so this is where I'm at. But let's get painting. Let's do it. So I also brought over my laptop for reference, and the nice thing about doing it this way is If I want to like focus on a section and really like see where the highlights and the shadows are, I can really zoom in section by section to get the details, which is super helpful to me. So that's just another little tip for, if you're ever doing this and you're working with reference material, if you're doing it on the computer, you can really zoom in on those little sections. So where should I get started first? I'm not sure. I'll let the paint tell me what to do first. That's where I'm at. The paint will tell me. I almost forgot. I'm going to put a little bit of gesso on my palette because I sometimes use this to give a little bit more texture, and in case I need it, I'll have it handy. So I'm going to add some gesso onto my palette. So one of the really challenging things about painting this, my eyes do a strange thing. When it's really, really bright and sunny out, my eyes are like a really chocolatey brown. But there are times that my eyes like go really, really black, and it's hard to distinguish the iris from my pupil. And in the picture, that's what's happening. But I want to be able to give directionality to where I'm looking, and I don't want it to just be a black eye. So I'm sort of like, towing the line in this like balance between artistic license and trying to like stay with the reference material. But the reality is it's reference material. It's not what has to be, right? Like there is room for me to make adjustments if I need to like this. So I'm like, you'll see me like I've been layering on darks and lights and highlights in the iris and trying to like sort of like figure out where this needs to land, and I'm not quite sure. So I keep I add a little highlight, and then I'm like, no, is that too much highlight? But then I make it darker, and then it gets a little muddy. So it's sort of like I'm playing around with it. I'm playing around with it, but we'll see where it lands. So this is what I ended up with for now for what the eye and the iris is looking like. So it might look a little subtle on the camera, but I kind of went somewhere in the middle of like the darks and the lights. So I'm trying to see how much detail it'll pick up, but I got it to have some color, some of the reddish browns in there, but I went with the overall dark, but hopefully it translates well. So now I'm gonna work on the hair a little bit. I'll see what I can do. The other thing is I have to take a little bit of a break from that eye area, because to clean up that edge I have to do a white overlay, but it's still a little wet at the edges, and if I do it while it's wet, it'll mix and it'll turn gray and it won't be a sharp edge that I want. So I need to wait for it to dry a little bit. So that's part of the reason why I'm moving on to the hair right now. So now that I got the color in my hair, well, not in my hair, but like in my hair, I feel like this is a good place to stop. And the reason is it's gotta dry. I want to keep layering, I want to keep adding more, but if I do it right now, again with the smudgy, so I have to really let the color set and let it dry. And you know, it's the end of the day. I think I gotta wrap it up for now. But I made a lot of progress today. So let's take a look and assess how far I got today. So this is where I'm at for the day. So when we started, I really just had the outline in place of where I wanted things to go. So it's like, I'm making progress, I'm getting there. So we got a lot of the detail work and color layering in the eye. I don't think it's done yet. I think it's a good start. And then I sort of laid out color in my hair because my hair is not only pink, I have black and brown in my hair too. So I had to sort of decide how that was going to play out. I do want to make these browns darker and I want to make the pinks pop more. So I am going to be playing with the color more, but this is where I'm at for today. Not bad progress for the day. I like it. I think it's coming along. So I guess with that, I'm done for the day. I'll see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.